Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of East Vineland. Guys, we went in and plowed the field. This is our new field. Actually, it's not a new field, it was already here, but we went ahead and plowed it yesterday. Snowing today, it was snowing yesterday. We actually had a snow cover. Melted overnight, and then starting to snow again, so it's snowing in February. We're down to $34,000. I just got done doing a another job for Samuel. It was a cultivating job. Here's the new facility. Samuel insisted on having security gates, so we went and put security gates up, so we'll keep those up. And then around here in the back, so we purchased this yesterday. This was on sale on the market for, I believe, 12,000. Holds like 24,000 liters. And then I went ahead and invested in this. This is making us lime. This facility here, in order to make the seeds, we needed to make the fertilizer first. So if you go in here, we have solid fertilizer stored. You can see solid fertilizer here, and we still have a lot of lime. We don't have any manure left. I had to buy the manure. The manure is super cheap, super cheap. But now we need to make seeds, and it looks like we're going to need to do wheat or barley. So I don't have either one of those. So we're going to either have to eventually harvest a field, but unfortunately, if we go into our calendar, which is right here, we are in February. It looks like we can plant canola and sugarcane right now, but I'm not going to. Next month we can plant the wheat, right, and the barley if we wanted to, and it's only we can harvest it in July. But up until then, we're just gonna have to do a couple jobs and get some cash, because we need approximately around 100 grand basically to get what we need done. And just so you guys know, we are going to be getting into the cannabis business. But before we can do that, there's a whole line of factories and buildings that we need to get in production first. I'll go through them with you. This is the grow shed that we need. It's a 90 grand. Okay. If you look down here, it basically needs the clone pots, fertilizer, fuel, and water to make the plants. In order to get the pots, we actually need to go over to the processing and get this, the clone room. Clone room costs $112,000. It requires these two things here with water, makes the plants, the clone pots. This is the drying room. This is the trimming room. This is the packing facility. And then, of course, this is the seed extractor. Now, also to go with this, we're going to need, I believe it's the facility that makes this. So if we go into processing, actually it's in factories. It's this one here. It's the Fox Farm Soil Factory. It requires fertilizer, rocks, liquid fertilizer, fuel, and rocks. I believe that's the only one we have, yeah. In order to make this. And then this factory is solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer to make this. Now, I don't know if it's I don't know if there's another way to get around that. I don't believe there is, but you can see these two together are 115,000, and then there's some other facilities, but we need to get those two things first. Now, I can buy this stuff through the store if we needed to, but if we went back to the processing, it requires both plus water to get the pots. And then if we go back to here, I need the pots and that in order to make this. All right, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that we got to do. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but excuse me. But between then and now, we are going to continue doing our normal farming thing. We don't want to look suspicious. I told Samuel I'm going to do this pretty slow. He was agreeing on that. We also drove around town to try to find a location that was kind of secluded in the woods. We don't really have anything that looks like that. There is a place over here, but it's super expensive, almost $1 million. But there are a couple places along the edge of town that's still within the city jurisdiction and that we can purchase that are in the trees. But yeah, we would like to keep some of our stuff kind of hidden away. The other thing would be to invest in some landscaping or just kind of hide it like this. But I'm thinking that we might want to go ahead and start growing some trees just for some security reasons and make sure that we have our facilities nice and locked down, because this is going to become a huge operation. All legal. It's all totally legal. And so yeah, let's continue with our normal farming stuff. I need to collect these rocks. All right. So we need to get a rock hound. So let's go in here and see what the cheapest rock hound would be. So let's go in. I don't know why we're going to construction. Let's go in here. Actually, let's see if there's anything for sale. There's a mower. What is this? Machinery grinds tree stumps. Oh, that's nice. A skid steer. Man, that'd be great to have, actually. We don't need it right now, but it'd be great to have. This mower would have been nice to have before I plowed the lawn, because we could have just took the grass. But let's go ahead and look at the rock hounding stuff. Stone pickers. We can probably, let's see here. This holds only 2,000. That holds 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. This holds 2,500. It's only 2 meters wide, though. 2 meters wide. I guess that would be okay. This kind of rides on the side, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of rides on the side, but I guess that's okay. Let's go back. And then these two here. This one's a 5 meter wide one. Man, we could lease this. We have the money to lease this. I think this will be the only time we ever plow or take the rocks. We don't need that much. There's not that many rocks here. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one. We'll lease this. This is going to cost us 2,000. I'm going to go grab this real quick and then start rock hounding and get this done, and then probably see if there's any jobs that Samuel wants us to do. I haven't seen my neighbor. I think he went on vacation for the winter time, so when he gets back, hopefully there'll be some fields. But I know as soon as we get into the month of March, we'll start getting some really good contracts, especially the baling contracts. Those are always lucrative contracts that we can get some good money going on. So let me go grab that thing real quick and we will start rock hounding. Rock hounding is done, so we need to dump this right here in our rock facility. Dump that in there. That'll eventually produce us some lime that we can use again. Didn't get very many rocks off of that field. Not as many as I thought we would. I don't know if I can actually claim rocks on somebody else's field. See if we can get some rocks off our neighbor. No, we cannot. Okay. It was worth a shot. All right, so we got that done. I got to return this thing. I'll return it here in a little bit. I did realize that the attachment that was left here at the house, this is a cultivator, but it didn't work. And this is a subsoiler, so it's not exactly a plow. Well, I mean, it is a plow, but it doesn't get down very deep, so that's probably why we didn't get so many rocks, or at least the amount of rocks I thought we were going to get. So yeah, that's that thing. Okay, so in March we're going to be able to plant, so we need to look ahead and see what we're going to need for as far as planting. Okay, so we're probably going to need a cedar. This is a cedar cultivator. This is 42,000. We do not have enough money for this. We could lease it, but I'd like to buy one. I don't see one on here that is really in our price range, unfortunately. Actually, this one's 34. We could probably do this one if we had one more job. Yeah, if we had one more job. I don't really have anything that I could sell. I mean, we could sell this, but I kind of actually, you know what? We could sell this attachment on here. How much is that attachment worth? See if we can sell this attachment. This thing here is worth $2,000, right? Let's sell that. Oh man, we're still short, aren't we? Okay, so we're gonna be short. That's fine. All right, I tell you what, I am going to, let's go ahead and return this since it's within the hour. Actually, let's go to here, return as return. All right, and I am going to, we'll just call it a day, and we'll wake up and tomorrow, and we'll see if there's anything for sale on the market, and then see if there's actually any jobs for us. I think our neighbor across the street will be back too, and should be some things popping. Hopefully it's not snowing in March. That'd be a shame. So be right back. All right, guys, it's 6:37 in the morning. Our neighbor is back. I saw him out putting mail in his mailbox. You can see his little thing is up. So I don't know what happened to our mailbox. It's gone. I think that the postal service saw that we tore down the house and they took our mailbox. It's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, it is March. Everything is frozen. Actually, it was a super cold. You can still see there's kind of some frost on the trees. Hopefully it doesn't kill our trees because they were starting to turn a little green. But yeah, it's beautiful here though. I think every day that I've been here so far has been just absolutely beautiful. So let's see if there's anything for sale on the market. This thing is still in there for sale. What is this? This is a silage compactor. We used that one back in Middleburg. Here's another one of those. So let's go ahead, since there is nothing there for us to buy. We do have 33,000. We need 34,000. Let's see if there's any. I think that our neighbor across the street's got some jobs for us. We can go and see. Lots of fertilizing jobs and lots of plowing jobs. So there's some. Oh, there he is. There he is. Good to see him back. All right, so he's got some plowing jobs. We got some sewing jobs, which would be nice too. Samuel's got a really nice sewing job for 18,000. That would really put us over the top. Weeding, we don't have any weeding supplies. So I'm going to go talk to Samuel and see if we can go ahead and get this. This is sowing for potatoes, so this is going to take a little bit of time. And also, I believe if we go to details, I believe that we have to actually buy cost of material. See, net profit is going to be about $9,000. So we're gonna use about $1,000 worth of seed. Yeah, or actually, we're gonna lose what? That's my net. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a lot of seed that we can't afford to buy, guys. It's a lot of seed. So this is our net profit. This is how much the contract's worth. So we don't want this contract at all. So that's a bad contract. Let's go up here. I guess you got this one here. This one's probably something typical. Yeah, so that's not as bad. We'd spend 2,000, we'd make 13. This one isn't as bad. So I might go ahead and this is I haven't met this lady yet. We've done her, Mrs. Hartman. We've done her before. This is a honey transport supply hunter. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and details off. I think we'll go ahead and do this job here and go ahead and get our cash. I think that's all. We really don't need that much, but this will help us get the cedar that we need. And then we can go ahead and seed our own field. So let me go ahead and get this set up. We'll go and seed this field and then see how that goes. All right, guys, I actually hired a local worker to finish the rest of the seeding job. I wanted to get on this because we don't have any soil data at the county for this property, so I went ahead and got the soil tester here. See our soil tester right there, and it's taking soil samples right now, so it just gives me an idea what we're dealing with. Also, you notice my money just went up. So I did a fertilizing job for Samuel, or not Samuel, but my neighbor across the street, and I used my fertilizer, the fertilizer that we made, and he reimbursed me the cost of that fertilizer, which is fantastic. I didn't know that he would do that, so that's kind of nice. I didn't have to buy the fertilizer. It was a pretty small field anyways, but yeah, they reimbursed us for our fertilizer, so we'll make some more fertilizer. We had plenty of fertilizer. We had like 20,000 liters. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to take these soil samples here to see what's going on underneath the ground. I think that got it. There we go. Okay. And then you can kind of see on our little GPS map down there the locations that we're drilling in the ground. It does about 100-foot radius, I would say. Might be a little bit bigger than that. Might be 150 feet. But it does a pretty good range. Now, the one we used in Middleburg was pretty small compared to this one, but we also had some terrain in that area as well. So we're gonna get, I think looks like we're gonna need like maybe, oh man, can we get all this in one? Oh, we can. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, so that's all we're gonna need. We'll ship these off and get them tested, and they should bring us back some information on what's underneath the ground. All right, so let's fold this up, and let's go ahead, fold this, and we'll send those soil samples in. The soil samples are now in the laboratory. Awesome. All right, so that's done. So this will be interesting to see what we get back on this. So there we go. So we got back, it cost us $1,300, and now we can see our soil, what's in the ground. So if we go here, we can kind of see what kind of ground we have. Actually, it doesn't. Oh, that's a seed rate. There we go. So we got like loamy sand and some sandy loam right here. So this must be the low part of the property. That's kind of nice. All right, I think that's going to be all that I am going to do. I need to go and check on our worker. I don't want him, I want to make sure that he doesn't run out of seed. If he does, I got to go run and grab another one. The item that we leased, or we didn't lease it, that's actually Samuel's job. The item that he gave us only holds about 1,200 seeds, so it doesn't hold very much, but it is cotton, so we're not like using very much seed. So I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great evening. And if you don't mind, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.